Aquarius, it's Lynn from Tinker Tarot. I'm here to do, your February 2019 reading. Excuse me. I wanted to say happy birthday, by the way. It's your birthday right now, I believe. So I hope you're going to have a lovely month. A happy Valentine's Day to those of you who celebrate it. I know someone, their birthday is on Valentine's. I have actually a lot of Aquarius around me in my life. I also wanted to say for Valentine's, I'm going to go live, do live readings for mid-month. So you will get a notification about when that will be if you're subscribed to me. If you're not subscribed to me, please subscribe now. And it's free to subscribe. And you only get notifications of when I'm putting videos or specials or something like that up. So. And I do appreciate it very much. Thank you. I want to say that you guys got 1,100 views on the January video when I did this tally. And I wanted to say thank you very much for that. I really appreciate it. I'm glad you enjoyed it and glad you liked it. And I hope this month is just as good. So, what are the messages for Aquarius, February 2019 Aquarius? February 2019 Aquarius. All right. What are the messages for Aquarius? Woo! I'm in Ontario to Canada. If anyone was wondering where I'm located, some people have been asking me. So I'm in Ontario, Canada. Canada. Eastern Standard Time is where I'm located. I'm more like down in southern Ontario, near the U.S. border, actually. Woo! Okay, they're ready. They are ready. I'll cut them too. I'll show you these jumpers that just jumped out. Excuse me. It's very dry in here. I have a forced air heat. It's very dry. Okay, now. So, what do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Oh, I'm seeing some love. I'm seeing some cups here. Aquarius, what is going on? Okay, so let's have a look at these jumpers. Ooh, geez, you had 4 that jumped out. Okay. So the first one is the 7 of Cups. The 7 of Cups is kind of daydreaming about greener pastures, what's out there. Also feeling like to me it's a bit being a bit picky, you know. It's about not really, it's taking for granted what you have and thinking about, well, what I could have, you know. And here is a perfectly beautiful full cup right beside you, but you're thinking, well, yeah, I know that's there. I know I got that old cup, you know. But look at all these cups, you know. And so in some ways, it's about dreaming of what you could have. In another way, it's not appreciating what you have. And looking at greener pastures, you know, you're wondering. Also, too, there's some self-love there as well. The 7 of Pentacles is also known as the self card. It's the narcissist card, you know, where we need to love ourselves before we're ready to give love to someone else. And some people, like narcissists himself, didn't, you know, a narcissist can act very selfish and perhaps mean, but that doesn't mean they're in love with themselves. That probably means that they don't love themselves. Usually someone who does really love themselves can be nice to others. You know, they're full of self-love. It's people that don't love themselves that aren't, you know, that can't give it out because they don't have it themselves. So we need to learn that before we can give it out. Anyway, you get the idea. Then the next card was the Hermit. So the Hermit is, you know, because he's kind of secluded in this area, trying to learn to love himself and realize he has all these cups. We all do, you know. You have all these cups. These are all different parts of you to love. And so when you come out of the cave, you realize this. And you can see your future ahead. Also, the wolf, to me, speaks of loyalty and also you know, this guy also isn't necessarily willing to share his path. He knows what his path is. He's ready to set out on it. And he has been thinking very deeply, you know, about this, about self-care, self-love, what he has to offer, and what he wants to do with all that now. He may not be talking about it, revealing it, but he knows. You know, he knows what he's doing, where he's going. I wrote something too down about the dog. It's loyalty, honesty, and protection. And so is that cloak, you know. There's some sort of protection there. Also, too, with the Hermit, you're ready to... you know, the Hermit is ready to go out and take action on what you've learned about yourself. Both of these are learning about yourself, okay? So then you have the Ace of Pentacles comes into the deal. And this is an investment opportunity. It's a real sweet deal. This is a sweet deal worth protecting. So also you may not reveal, you know, this plan, this idea, this opportunity that you get or you know about, all right? You may not be revealing it. You could come into a little bit of money, you know, a bit of money that, or something, okay? And then you have the Prince of Cups. So the Prince of Cups, he's like the knight, and he is off to attain his goal, which is his love, to offer his cup. You know, this is an offer. He's going to offer his love. This is probably a water sign, a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. And he's quite unprepared. He's not really prepared for this. And this could be him. You know, he could have gone into the cave and did some deep thinking and realized, you know, that you're worth that. But he had to realize who he was first, or she. You know, it could be a she as well. And they're realizing the worth, what this investment is worth. But this is new. You know, this is a new realization. This is new. All right. So those are your jumpers. And, you know, I'd say 8 days, 8 weeks. Probably 8 days. Okay. So, in your past energy, which is before February, could be right around now, or before this, is the Hanged Man. And the Hanged Man is about sacrificing something for the greater good. There's something that you need to give up to in order to be able to move on. You're hanging in suspense, suspended air, waiting for something to happen, but it's requiring your effort, and you don't want to. You just want something to happen without your effort, but there's something that you need to sacrifice before you can move on. And this, you have to be willing to do it too. You need to be willing to do it, okay? If you want change, you need to be willing to change. You know, that's as simple as it gets. Your next card in the past is the King of Cups. So this is the older version of this prince, okay? That could be a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, could be male or female. But this person, you know, and, you know, there's the dog again. Like in the Hermit, there was the wolf, and here is the dog, the loyal, honest, and this is who this person is. They're honest, loyal, they're emotional. I think he's very emotional, but he contains his emotions. He might be overindulgent too. You know, this guy's packing the pounds on. And so it doesn't mean you're overindulgent or this person's overindulgent in food necessarily. It could be in anything. But there could be some overindulgence, and maybe that's what you need to sacrifice, is what you're indulging in, you know, okay? And so that's how I kind of see that one. And then you have the High Priestess. She's about trusting your intuition, trusting your gut. She really, she's about timing too, you know. She works with the planets and their movement and how could that affect what's going on around us. And she's also about secrets. She's the secret keeper. So something that could be hidden from you, you may not know about right now, but it could be coming out. It could be coming out. We'll see what happens further in this. In your present, which is the first couple of weeks of February, is the Two of Cups. And the Two of Cups is about a union, a partnership. It could be in love. It could be, you know, with a family member. It could be whatever, but anyway, it's coming together. Sometimes they say the Two of Cups is your most natural partner, the person that you should be with, because it just feels natural. It feels right. There's something about it that feels right, you know. You know, Aquarius, I'm not sure if this is family or a love situation. It could be a love situation. It could be, actually. Because, anyway, your next card is the Nine of Wands. And this is, this is kind of the end of the battle. You know, he's wounded. And he's not able to do much more, carry many more burdens. So he's defending himself, you know, to the last straw, to the last wand. Your battle's just about over, because this is the 9. This is your last challenge, your last line of defense sort of thing. But don't worry, it's just about over for you. Those challenges that you've had to get where you're going. You know, I wonder if you've done this 9 times. You know, I've tried 9 times. This is my 9th attempt to figure this out, to get there, to accomplish this. And you're battle worn, you know, you're injured even. You've been injured through this battle, but you're determined to win. You're pretty ragged here, but you're still determined to win. You got that one wand, you know, up there, and you got like the Braveheart. There's like the Braveheart thing, defense going on here, eh? I like that. So it's like you have to defend this union or this partnership from someone. And maybe you're not wanting to battle anymore. You know, you're just not wanting to. You can see off in the distance, there's fire and the land is burning, like from the ashes rise the divine, they say. From the ashes rise the divine. So remember that. Anyhow, your next card in your present is the Princess of Cups. So this is like page energy. It could be a young person, a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. It doesn't have to be a water sign, though. Just someone that is very emotional but not able to express, has problems expressing their emotions. They're very deep, but have a time getting it out, you know. This could be a message coming in, a love letter, text, phone call, email, something. Someone is wanting to reach you. Someone is wanting to express themselves to you. Maybe it's a big challenge for them to do that. Like I said, like this person could have a hard time expressing themselves, get all tongue-tied or anxiety, just fear of God in them to have to say, I love you. I love you. Maybe that's very difficult. And that's a huge challenge to them to let you know how they feel, or vice versa. This could be you, Aquarius. It's the biggest challenge in the world to tell this person how I feel. Like it's, you know, so it doesn't seem like fear. It just seems like some sort of a challenge in a way. Okay? In your future, the first card in your future is the last 2 weeks of February or thereafter, is the Queen of Wands. And this could be male or female. It could be fire sign, Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries. And she's very confident woman. She's sitting there. Meanwhile, there's a fire blazing behind her. And she's sitting there very confident with her legs open, no less, which is vulnerable. You know, that's a vulnerable position for a woman. Also, I see the cat underneath her, and the cat represents her awareness. She's very aware of what's going on. She knows there's a fire burning behind her. She knows that. Yeah, so what? Yeah. She's also holding this tiny little wand, and which to me represents that she can do a lot with a little. You know, she doesn't need to be giving all of the access, and she can do a lot with a little. She can amaze people. Again, I want to say, out of the ashes comes the divine. You know, it could be, I kind of see maybe, you know, she has that gypsy look, rough around the edges to me kind of look about her. A bit masculine too, I'd like to say. A bit of a masculine, tough woman she looks to be. She probably is tough to deal with, you know, if you don't think you're going to get much by her. Because she's very aware of what's going on. She's got that wild mane, too. I love that wild mane on her. Also, too, here I had somewhere, oh, yeah, the fire. That's right. The fire means, is very creative and destructive at the same time. It can blow either direction very quickly. All it takes is a bit of wind. You know, and that's what you are, Aquarius, is the wind. And so that fire can help or hinder. So you got to be careful with this woman, eh? Because you could get burned. this person. Yes. So, speaking of getting burned, the next card we have is the Lovers. And in this deck, the Druidcraft, you know, usually it represents a choice, but in this deck, it's about forbidden love and passion. It's a choice to sneak off and to temptation. This is temptation, you know, and you're being watched. That deer is in the background watching. Also, it looks like there's two suns shining to me. That's kind of like an eclipse in a way, right? Where the moon and the sun are about to meet, sort of thing. So this is pretty powerful temptation. And it could also be a challenge because, you know, it's under this Nine of Wands. You know, it could be a challenge to resist the temptation. This could be between you and this King of Cups. It could be you and this Queen of Wands. You know, and like I say, you play with fire, you may get burned here, you know. This could be very fiery passion, temptation, but you need to be careful what you're doing here because you could, you know, this could be what the secret is about, what is unknown, what is unknown. Something's unknown here, and it's so weird that you have the High Priestess and then you get the Magician, which is kind of the male counterpart of the High Priestess. The Magician suggests that you are capable of manifesting anything you want. You have all the tools you need. You've learned a lot on this journey that you've been on. It looks like a lot to do with relationships, if you ask me. And now you're ready to evolve and move on to a new phase. You know, the Magician comes right after the Fool. The Fool's ready to take a leap of faith and try something new. And the Magician decides which direction is the most likely to be successful for me. And he can create a lot out of a little, you know. He can take her energy, you know, that fire energy, and be very creative and make a lot out of a little. That's what this is saying here. But there's something that could be tempting you. Oh my goodness, I didn't even know till now. That was like water escaping, feelings escaping. See that head down here, and it's like a fountain of water escaping through all this? This is like feelings escaping. This is escaping. I told you there's something going on here. So someone, either you're being messed around on or you're doing the messing around. There's some funny business going on here. And someone's watching. Someone knows about this because she knows. The High Priestess knows it's going on. Someone's got a secret. So, I'm not sure if it's you, Aquarius, or another person. But it's not saying it's going to come out yet, but for some reason I feel like it could mess up where you're going, what you're planning on doing. Also, the Magician, he's no fool either. You got to get up pretty early in the morning to fool that guy, okay? And he also has, like I said, you know, can do a lot with a little. He has a little tiny wand there too. He's holding, and the figure 8 of infinity is around his waist, secures his middle. You know, again, that's expansion. It's all over the place here. Oh, the Two of Hearts fell out. This is a passionate meeting. Passionate meeting. This could be where you're going, is with this person that really lights your fire. It could be a fire sign, female or male. Yeah, she could be psychic too. She could be psychic. Sometimes I see the cat and the fact that she's got these eagles, this eagle head or whatever bird that is on her throne. It's a sign that she possibly could be psychic. All right, and she's very expansive as well. So is the fire, eh? That's about expansion too. Come on, what's the messages for Aquarius? So we got the Five of Hearts. So this is a passionate meeting with a friend. This could be a friendship that's developing into more. That it's, you know, it's growing. A friendship that's growing. Well, passion that's growing, I should say. Because that's not just friendship, that's passion. That's what that Lovers is. I know it is. Oops. Ooh. Whoa, that's way too many. I can't take that. It was like 15 cards there. Just like, that's a lot. Okay, we'll try and get like 3 or 4 maybe. Come on. What's the message for Aquarius? February. I'll take those two in this one. February 2019. What do we got? What do we got here? Oh, very interesting. So, it doesn't surprise me. So you have the Seven of Hearts, the Four of Clubs, the Ten of Hearts, the Jack of Clubs, and the Four of Diamonds. So there's a few fours here, and fours represent a pause. You know, it's a pause to decide. Should I keep going steady where I'm going? It's a pause to look. It's like a 4 corners. Okay, where am I going to go now? So you got 2 of them. One in, this normally is your career, and this is investments, finances. But, you know, the Seven of Hearts, this is about envy, jealousy. And there could be a pause here to decide, you know, this relationship, this passion, this affair, or whatever this is going on, I think it's a barrier, honest to God. I think it could be a barrier to where you're going, really. Like, it could be just a pause. You know, you're going to pause with that for a bit, and it pauses your plans. On the other hand, you know, it could go somewhere, but you can't have your cake and eat it too. You can't have both, okay? If this is going on in your life. The other possible thing is that, you know, I noticed that it's talking about the Lovers, and here's the Magician, and here's the Queen of Wands, and maybe these are the Lovers. You know, the Magician usually represents our potential, what we could do, what we could manifest. But, you know, maybe, and like I said, she could be psychic. She has farther vision than other people. She can see farther. You know, maybe that's just her observation skills, her awareness. But you could be you know, forming some sort of a passionate partnership with a magician type person. And he has the chicken with him, or the hen, whatever, the non-flying bird, okay? This bird, even though they're way up in the tower here, this bird announces dawn, you know. It announces, because it's like the rooster, isn't it? Or is it just a chicken? Kind of looks like the rooster. But anyway, you know, it announces dawn. And it's kind of like, get up and get going. It's time to go, okay? It's a timing thing. But these two both are about timing, all right? She works with the night and he works with the day. And not that one is good and the other one's evil or anything like that. It's just, it's time. It's, you know, this is what this is telling me. It's time for you to take action. You know, maybe this is the one you love. You're madly in love with, and you're going to take that chance. Maybe that's what this chance is over here in these cards that dropped. Realizing the value, you know, feeling all sad, like you don't have what you want, but not ready to give passionately yet, you know, because you don't feel that way. And then you come out of the cave and you realize this investment is something I want to go after. I want to protect. Okay? So, you know, it could provide you, it could provide you with a lot of stability. There could be a lot of love, love and friendship. I have a feeling like this is a neighbor or a co-worker or something. I'm not sure, you know. It definitely progresses, because look at these cards right here. It goes to the 2, to the 5, to the 7, to the 10. So this could be love that's very stable, that progresses to complete emotional fulfillment. It has the capacity, but what do you have to give up? What do you have to, you know, what are you protecting yourself from? What is the barrier between, you know, between this and this? What's the barrier? There's some sort of a barrier here for you, and it could be, you know, you could be in a relationship already. I'm not really sure, but I have a feeling you might take a step toward this, because you can see the potential. You can see all that you can do here, you know, what you could be capable of together, perhaps. You know, these two, Queen of Wands and the Magician. Well, even the High Priestess and the Magician. You know, it almost says a love message between these two. You know, they're both magic. They're both highly intuitive and aware, and they know the capacity of their powers, what they have. Maybe there's love between these two magic people, and who would be better suited for one another than those two? But there's something going on here. There's some magic happening, and I think that there's love and magic. Love and magic happening here. I really want to hear about this, because a lot of the readings have been really specific. This one seems a little vague to me. You know, there's something's going on with your emotions here. I'm wondering if you have to sacrifice old love for new love. Is perhaps what that sacrifice is. Yeah, you have to let down your guard, and you may have to sacrifice old love for new love. Anyway, love and magic. So please let me know if you would like a personal reading. All the details are in the box below. Thanks in advance for all your likes, shares, and subscribes. If you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. And I will talk to you in mid-February. Bye now.